But I just want to come back to the markets and the general economic outlook. So we've seen yield curve inversions at pretty extreme levels repeatedly over this year, and I think a little bit last year as well. I'd like to know who had a crystal ball in 2019, because I didn't see anything that would indicate there was going to be any kind of financial calamity in 2020.
And to the extent that they want to do certain items, like, for example, a line item veto, then what would require a constitutional amendment?
We saw the yield curve invert and then uninvert multiple times in 2019. We're also seeing some of the other metrics. Somebody sent me the CAPE metrics for the markets, which is pretty overheated. That would indicate that there would be a pretty calamitous drop. So I do think that's interesting, but that ticking time bomb, the big debt that we often talk about on this show, finally we're beginning to hear people in mainstream media outside of the United States bring that up as being an issue. And I think that the United States really does have to start grappling with that. And certainly I would suggest that should be the biggest story in media in the United States, that every single American should constantly be reminded of just how big the current debts are and the unfunded liabilities. Because it's a huge one.
Shaquille, I think you're right. And that's an issue that I care very deeply about, and I'm involved in on a number of different fronts.